A lot of people feel tired, anxious, wired at night, and mentally drained during the day, and they assume it's just stress, aging, or poor sleep. But what if your body is actually missing one essential mineral that controls over 300 biochemical reactions? That mineral is magnesium. And when magnesium levels drop, your entire nervous system begins to lose its ability to relax. Your muscles stay tense. Your brain stays alert. Your heart becomes more reactive. Your sleep becomes shallow. And your body starts sending warning signals. The problem is that most people never connect these symptoms to magnesium deficiency. Even worse, standard blood tests often fail to detect it. That's because nearly all of your magnesium is stored inside your bones and inside your cells. Only a tiny percentage circulates in the blood. So when doctors measure magnesium through blood serum, they're only seeing a very small snapshot. This means you can be significantly deficient and still show normal lab results. Meanwhile, inside your body, magnesium is quietly controlling critical systems. Magnesium regulates calcium movement inside cells. Calcium contracts muscles. Magnesium relaxes them. When magnesium is low, calcium dominates. Your muscles tighten, your arteries stiffen. Your nervous system becomes overactive. This is when symptoms begin. You may suddenly feel anxious for no reason. Your heart may start pounding. Your body may feel tense. Your sleep may become fragmented. Your mind may feel overstimulated. And the longer magnesium stays low, the more these symptoms intensify. Another major issue is that modern lifestyles constantly deplete magnesium. Stress burns magnesium rapidly. Sugar increases magnesium loss. Caffeine drains magnesium through urine. Alcohol blocks absorption. High insulin levels reduce availability. Low stomach acid prevents absorption. Low vitamin D reduces magnesium function. Even more surprising, like over 300 medications can reduce magnesium levels. So even if your diet looks healthy, your body may still be running low. And when that happens, the nervous system loses its brakes. Magnesium acts like a calming switch for the body. Without it, your system stays in a low-level fight-or-flight state. You may not notice it at first, but gradually you begin to feel more tense, more tired, and more mentally overwhelmed. This is when the first warning signs appear. And the first one is sudden anxiety that seems to come out of nowhere. Not the kind linked to a specific event, but a sudden wave of nervousness, restlessness, or unease. Your heart rate increases. Your thoughts race. Your body feels on edge. Magnesium normally helps stabilize the nervous system by supporting GABA, one of the brain's main calming neurotransmitters. When magnesium is low, this calming effect weakens. Your nervous system becomes more reactive. Then another sign often appears. Magnesium supports the production of GABA. Without enough magnesium, your brain stays in a state of high excitation. Your nervous system loses its stability. It becomes easily triggered by the smallest stressors. Then another sign often appears. Waking up in the middle of the night, especially around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. This happens because magnesium helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone. When magnesium drops, cortisol rises more easily during the night. Your body enters alert mode, even though you're supposed to be sleeping. You wake up, your mind becomes active. Falling back asleep becomes difficult. This is one of the most common hidden magnesium deficiency symptoms. It's often overlooked because people assume it's just mental stress, but it's a direct biological response to low magnesium levels. And it's only the beginning of how your system reacts. And it's only the beginning. Because once magnesium drops further, the nervous system, muscles, heart, and energy systems all begin to react. You might start feeling your heart skip a beat or flutter, what we call palpitations. This happens because magnesium is essential for maintaining a steady heart rhythm. At the cellular level, your energy production starts to fail. Magnesium is required for ATP production, the actual fuel that powers every cell in your body. Without it, you experience a profound, deep-seated fatigue that sleep alone can't fix. Your body is quite literally running out of fuel. And then, the next warning sign becomes even more noticeable and often quite annoying. Persistent, involuntary eye twitching. So, how do you actually fix a deep magnesium deficiency? The most important thing to understand is that not all magnesium is created equal. Many standard supplements use magnesium oxide because it's cheap, but it has extremely low bioavailability, meaning your body absorbs very little of it. For those dealing with stress or insomnia, I recommend chelated minerals like magnesium glycinate. But if you struggle with constipation, magnesium citrate is a better option. For most adults, a daily dose of 200 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium, taken in divided doses, is the gold standard for restoring balance. Also, don't forget the synergy with vitamin D. They work together to ensure your body functions at its best. Magnesium is required to activate vitamin D. By restoring your levels, you finally give your nervous system the breaks it needs to truly relax, recover, and heal. One classic sign of magnesium deficiency is eye twitching. It starts as a small muscle under the eye that begins to pulse or flicker. It comes and goes for days or even weeks. This happens because magnesium is the key mineral that controls muscle relaxation. Inside your cells, magnesium acts as a gatekeeper. Without it, calcium floods the cells, pushing muscles into repeated contraction. The result is involuntary twitching, spasms, and a persistent sense of muscle tightness that just won't go away. But this is just the beginning. As deficiency progresses, you may notice tension spreading to other areas of your body. You may feel neck stiffness, jaw clenching, or sudden leg cramps at night. These are all signals your muscles can't relax. These are clear signs from your nervous system that you are likely lacking essential magnesium. Another warning sign of magnesium deficiency appears after meals. Your heart starts pounding. Not necessarily fast, but stronger and more noticeable. Magnesium helps relax the heart muscle and maintain electrical stability. Without it, the heart becomes more reactive to insulin changes after eating. This can cause uncomfortable palpitations or skipped beats. In some cases, it may even feel like a mild tightness in the chest wall. Then another symptom begins to appear. Mental exhaustion. You feel drained, not physically, but mentally. Thinking itself becomes tiring. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's total energy. Magnesium is essential for the mitochondria to produce that energy efficiently. Without enough magnesium, concentration drops and even simple decision-making starts to feel like a monumental task. This mental drain is a direct signal that your brain is struggling to meet its energy demands. You may also notice something unusual: sudden sugar cravings. Your body wants carbohydrates, sweets, and fast energy sources. This isn't just a lack of willpower. Magnesium plays a key role in glucose metabolism and insulin sensitivity. When your magnesium levels are low, your blood sugar becomes less stable. Your cells struggle to take in energy efficiently. As a result, your body starts signaling for quick energy to compensate, leading to those intense cravings for sweets and snacks. This is why many people notice that proper magnesium supplementation can significantly reduce these sugar cravings. Stable magnesium means stable blood sugar, helping you regain control over your energy and your appetite. One of the most confusing symptoms of magnesium deficiency is feeling tired, but unable to relax. You're exhausted, but your mind stays alert. This is known as being wired but tired. Magnesium normally calms both your muscles and your nervous system. Without it, your body remains semi-activated. Without sufficient magnesium to lower the activation of your nervous system, you may find yourself tossing and turning throughout the night. Sleep becomes shallow. You may wake frequently, sleep lightly, or simply wake up feeling completely unrefreshed, regardless of how long you slept. Magnesium is essential for regulating your biological clock and supporting the function of GABA receptors, which promote relaxation. Restoring your magnesium levels is often the first step toward reclaiming the deep, restorative sleep your body truly needs. And then comes another significant warning sign: a heavy body feeling. It's a sensation that your limbs are made of lead and every movement requires more effort. This isn't just common tiredness. It's a profound physical lethargy where your muscles feel weak and unresponsive, even after a full night of rest. This happens because magnesium is required to bind with ATP, the primary energy currency of your cells, to make it biologically active. Without enough magnesium, your muscles literally struggle to access the energy they need to function, leading to that heavy, weighted sensation. When your magnesium is low, your body's engine is essentially running on the wrong fuel, making daily tasks feel like an uphill battle. Addressing this deficiency can often lift that physical weight, restoring your natural strength and ease of movement. There is a hidden factor that makes these symptoms even worse: chronic stress. When you are under pressure, your body's demand for magnesium skyrockets. Unfortunately, stress causes your kidneys to excrete magnesium at a much higher rate. You are literally losing this vital mineral when you need it most. This creates a dangerous loop. Stress drains your magnesium, and low magnesium makes your nervous system even more reactive to future stress. It affects your HPA axis, increasing cortisol levels and keeping your body in a state of constant tension, preventing any true recovery or relaxation. Breaking this cycle is the most important step in restoring your biological rhythm and allowing your nervous system to finally find balance. In our final episode, we will look at how to properly restore these levels and choose the right form of magnesium for your body. To break the cycle of deficiency, you must restore your magnesium levels with high bioavailability forms. Avoid magnesium oxide, which is poorly absorbed. Instead, look for chelated minerals like magnesium glycinate, which is gentle on the gut and excellent for supporting stress relief and deep sleep. If you struggle with constipation, magnesium citrate is a better choice. A common dose is 200 to 400 milligrams of elemental magnesium daily. Also, magnesium and vitamin D work in a bidirectional synergy. Vitamin D supports magnesium absorption, while magnesium is required to activate vitamin D. By choosing the right form and maintaining proper levels, you can stabilize your biological systems and finally reclaim your health and vitality. Understanding these signals is the first step toward a healthier, more balanced life. Thank you for following this series. One of the least recognized symptoms of magnesium deficiency is feeling physically heavy. Your legs feel slow, your arms feel tired, your body feels harder to move. It's almost like walking through water. This happens because magnesium is required for ATP production, the energy currency of your cells. Without magnesium, mitochondria cannot efficiently produce energy. Your muscles must work harder for the same movement. This creates fatigue, heaviness, and reduced endurance. Some people describe it as, "I feel like my body weighs twice as much." Another related symptom is restless legs at night. Your legs feel uncomfortable. You feel the urge to move them. You can't fully relax. This often improves when magnesium levels increase. Now let's look at which forms of magnesium actually work. A much better form is magnesium glycinate. Magnesium glycinate combines magnesium with glycine, an amino acid that supports relaxation and sleep. This form is highly absorbable and much gentler on digestion. It doesn't cause the same digestive upset as other forms. Magnesium glycinate also supports GABA activity, the brain's calming neurotransmitter. This makes it especially helpful for anxiety, sleep, and nervous system balance. Next, we'll cover other well-absorbed forms you might consider. A much better form is magnesium glycinate. Magnesium glycinate combines magnesium with glycine, an amino acid that supports relaxation and sleep. This form is highly absorbable and much gentler on digestion. It doesn't cause the same digestive upset as other forms. Magnesium glycinate also supports GABA activity, the brain's calming neurotransmitter. This makes it especially helpful for anxiety, sleep, and nervous system balance. Next, we'll cover other well-absorbed forms you might consider. While glycinate is excellent, there are other well-absorbed forms include magnesium citrate, magnesium malate, and magnesium threonate. Each has unique benefits. For instance, citrate is often used for digestion, while malate is used for energy, and threonate for cognitive support. But magnesium glycinate is often preferred for relaxation and sleep support. Now that we know the types, let's discuss when to take it. Timing also matters when it comes to supplementation. Many people ask, when is the best time to take your magnesium? The best time to take magnesium is later in the day, typically after dinner or before bed. This helps support relaxation and sleep quality, taking advantage of magnesium's calming effects on the nervous system. If taking higher doses for specific therapeutic needs, it's often better to split your intake throughout the day. The body absorbs magnesium in smaller amounts more efficiently than one large single dose. This approach ensures a steady supply for your cells. Next, we'll cover the final piece: how to avoid magnesium deficiency altogether. Now for the final piece of the puzzle lying, how to avoid magnesium deficiency altogether. It starts with both diet and smart choices. While supplements are helpful, focusing on magnesium-rich foods like leafy greens and nuts is the foundation of long-term health. By combining the right diet with the right form of magnesium, you can maintain your energy and well-being for years to come. To prevent magnesium deficiency, you must reduce the factors that constantly deplete it. Here are the 7 keys to restoration. First, stress. It burns magnesium rapidly. Second, sugar. High intake increases mineral excretion through your urine. Third, excessive caffeine acts as a diuretic. Fourth, alcohol reduces absorption and doubles the rate of mineral loss. Fifth, low stomach acid prevents mineral ionization. Without proper digestion, you cannot absorb what you consume. Sixth, low vitamin D impairs activation. Seventh, insulin resistance forces your cells to dump their reserves. As levels improve, sleep deepens, muscles relax, and your heart stabilizes. Your nervous system finally regains balance. If you're feeling tired or anxious, your body is asking for magnesium. Give it what it needs. Fix the depletion and restore your metabolic health. You can start today. Part 2. The sugar tax. High sugar intake triggers a massive insulin spike. Every molecule of sugar requires magnesium to be processed. This insulin surge signals your kidneys to increase magnesium excretion. High-carb diets create a chronic state of mineral bankruptcy. Magnesium is a required cofactor for insulin signaling. When levels are low, insulin resistance worsens, creating a dangerous feedback loop. ATP, the energy currency of your body, must be bound to a magnesium ion to be active. No magnesium means no cellular energy. This is why a diet focused on protein priority is essential. It stabilizes insulin and allows your body to retain its mineral wealth. By reducing the glycemic load, you stop the unnecessary excretion and start building back your metabolic resilience. Protect your metabolic health by protecting your magnesium. In the next part, we'll discuss the hidden impact of caffeine. Part 3. Caffeine and stimulation. While moderate intake is common, excessive caffeine acts as a potent diuretic, flushing magnesium out of your system. This increased excretion leaves your magnesium buffers dangerously low, making your nervous system more vulnerable to overstimulation. If you're already low, caffeine increases your adrenaline, which further depletes magnesium. It creates a cycle of jitters and mounting tension. Maintaining a strict hydration rule, 1.5 to 2 liters a day, helps mitigate some of these losses, but it doesn't replace the mineral itself. Listen to your body. If caffeine makes you feel anxious rather than alert, it's often a sign that your magnesium reserves are depleted. Respect your biological limits. In the next part, we'll examine the aggressive impact of alcohol on your mineral status. Part 4. Alcohol and excretion. Alcohol is one of the most efficient magnesium depleters, causing an immediate spike in urinary loss. It interferes with the intestinal transporters responsible for bringing magnesium into your bloodstream, leaving your cells starved for the mineral. This leads to chronic muscle tension and poor sleep quality. Even moderate social drinking can keep your magnesium levels in a suboptimal state. The liver requires magnesium for detoxification. When you drink, you force your body to use its precious stores just to process the alcohol. True restoration requires periods of abstinence to allow your system to reset. Choose your relaxation sources wisely to protect your reserves. In the next chapter, we'll explore the foundation of all uptake: your stomach acid and digestive environment. Part 5. The acid requirement. Magnesium must be ionized by stomach acid to be absorbed. Low acid levels are a primary cause of mineral malabsorption. This is especially critical for those over 50. As we age, natural acid production often declines, making it harder for the body to break down minerals. Choose highly bioavailable forms like magnesium glycinate for stress and sleep. Avoid magnesium oxide, which has poor absorption and can cause distress. Optimal absorption happens in small, divided doses. Taking 200 to 400 milligrams throughout the day maximizes your results and prevents upset. Supporting your stomach acid ensures that your magnesium actually reaches your cells. Without the right environment, even the best supplement fails. In the next part, we'll explore the essential partnership between magnesium and vitamin D. See you there. Part 6. The vitamin D connection. Magnesium and vitamin D work in a profound bidirectional synergy. One cannot function without the other. All the enzymes that metabolize vitamin D require magnesium. If you take high-dose vitamin D without magnesium, you may worsen a deficiency. Magnesium integrates into the bone matrix, ensuring that calcium goes into your bones and not your soft tissues or arteries. Conversely, healthy vitamin D levels support magnesium absorption. You don't need to take them together, but both must be optimized. Optimizing this duo is the golden rule. It's about creating a balanced environment where every nutrient can do its vital work. In our final chapter, we'll address the most common modern barrier: insulin resistance. Join me for the conclusion. Part 7. The insulin barrier. Chronic high insulin levels force your cells to dump magnesium, leading to a state of intracellular deficiency. Adequate magnesium promotes smooth muscle relaxation and vasodilation. This is why it's so critical for heart rhythm and blood pressure stability. Follow the three-legged stool model. nutrition, activity, and recovery. Each pillar is essential for maintaining your metabolic and mineral balance. Start with a 14-day reset. Focus on 60 to 90 grams of protein, prioritize sleep, and use smaller plates to manage meal timing effectively. As your levels restore, your world changes. Sleep deepens, anxiety fades, your energy becomes stable, and your nervous system finds its balance again. Once you recognize the signs and fix the depletion, you can finally give your body what it needs. Take the first step today.